Hey, Hound Dogs, I'm David Hankins,
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
and you're on the air with Power Squared. Tonight we thought we would do a recap of San Diego Comic-Con, which we were at last week,
Yes.
and thought we'd share some of our thoughts and memories of that event so long ago.
Yeah.
Looking back. So, what'd you guys think?
Well, we were in control for most of the time,
Surprisingly,
We were not tabling this year, Comic-Con.
How did you feel about that?
I felt a little slighted. And as James Silvani said, don't they know who you are? Which is really nice of him to say. I don't know. We were trying to be ready for it. We were on the wait list, and I don't know. It was sort of a little discouraging that you go back and everybody around you is still there, but you're not. From last year.
Yeah.
But not everybody, but it just seemed like most of the players were still there, and the same places. It would be nice to have. It was a really good experience for us last year, and I was hoping to repeat that this year, but we were not. That's not in the cards.
No.
We were ready. But that freed up the whole day. Every day it was free,
Yes.
so it was a different experience. It was a little more fun to be able
Yeah.
to walk around, do what you wanted to do, and not have to worry about, I've got to be back at the booth.
Yeah.
So
That doesn't mean we don't want to table there again.
no,
but
we would like to very much.
Yeah.
So if they're watching, you're great. You're swell. Anyway, so let's say if you had one big thing that happened that had memorable event at Comic-Con, what was it for you?
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Well, that's a good question. Well, I'd say arguably the coolest thing was getting a custom Game Boy.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was there was a limited, like 60 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, limited edition.
Yeah, scattered brain. They were gonna do 60 of these, so we decided it was too cool to pass up.
Right.
It's mostly clear plastic because
We like clear plastic.
yeah, when Trevor and I were younger, we're old enough to remember there was a trend where some technology was clear plastic. Like one of my favorite game controllers is the clear blue PS2 DualShock, because I like seeing the internals with something like this.
Right.
So being able to customize it like that was really cool.
You got to pick the colors for the buttons and the colors for whatever those are.
Yeah, they start and select.
Okay.
For that, we
Under
wanted
what?
clear green, but he seemed to doubt that he had that, so we switched to a non-clear green that matched this aesthetically.
Yeah.
So I think companies need to bring back clear plastic.
Right. And this is a
You have to bring your own game.
Game Boy Color.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy Color, so it can play Game Boy and Game Boy Color cartridges. And it's also, since it's a modern update, it's also rechargeable with USB-C.
What was the before?
Well, before it was batteries.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this is give you a longer plane.
theoretically.
This.
We haven't seen the full battery life because I don't know how much charge is already in it when we...
Picked it up.
Yeah, but
That was
we...
long enough to play a few rounds of Tetris while we were in line.
I think I wanted to test it out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we were able to kill some time in lines with Tetris.
Originally, I thought this was some sort of like, old parts retrofit thing, but he made it sound like this is all brand new.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming at least some of it is new,
Right.
because if you try to get the old the old parts. Good luck getting that at a reasonable price.
Yeah, but I wonder how he got whatever those parts were to make it. I'm not.
Right.
I'm just curious.
I think there are kits you can get.
Oh, okay.
You'd have to have the technical know-how. To
Yeah, and he did
actually
it
make
there
work.
at the show,
Yeah. Yes.
at the table in the booth.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and it really, really works.
Yes.
Well, for me, it was actually doing something I had never done in the 20 years we'd been there, which was go to Hall H.
Yes.
I earned my merit badge from con managers. They go to you for a fee. And we actually were able to walk in
Yes.
as well. It's something that, I guess, well, first off, when we first started going, we didn't stay there long enough to go to any panels or anything. And then there was this sort of people spending the night in line for days to go see some panel in Hall H. And so it just seemed like that's those people.
Yeah. It started with Twilight. Let's not
Yes.
forget that.
But I mean, since the years we've been going, there's been
Yeah.
like this long line, and
So it makes it sound like you have to camp out if you want to get into Hall H at all,
Yeah.
but you actually don't have to do that.
right. And
And actually, you probably never had to do that.
well, the other thing would be depending on the day. Like we were able to sort of walk in
Yeah.
because it was Thursday,
Yeah.
so it was the first day of the show, and it wasn't the Marvel panels and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
That was Saturday.
Yeah, so you'd have to probably stand in line for those more.
Yeah.
But this was pretty cool. I was really enjoyed. We walked in towards the beginning of
Stewart fails to save the universe.
yeah, and then we stayed for Collider directors on directing.
Yeah.
And
My interest in the directors on directing thing was Zach Krager was doing the new Resident Evil movie, so I was curious if he would show anything from that or say anything about it. And we did see a clip from near the beginning of the movie.
yeah, and I know nothing about it, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Not necessarily my kind of movie, but wow, I was really like, wow, it really got you.
And what a cool bonus was the other two directors had done Game Night and Honor Among Thieves,
Right,
the good Dungeons and Dragons movie.
which was
Yes.
overlooked.
Yeah.
But really good. And they were talking about their movie didn't sound quite as interesting.
Mayday.
Yeah, it didn't sound as interesting as Resident Evil.
No.
But it was shockingly good.
Yeah.
And then we also saw Johnny Depp
Yeah.
show up as Ebenezer. That's one
It
of
was
those,
in full costume and in character,
and mumbling so you couldn't hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
Uh,
just like a regular Johnny Depp.
it's every time I go to Comic-Con, they always say there's something that people have seen on the news, and they ask, "Did you see that?" Well,
Yeah.
Like I didn't see Green Day playing in the gas lamp because I was inside the convention center.
Yeah.
I don't see some things in Hall H because I'm not in Hall H, and sometimes people walk around the floor, but you have to see them walking around. You have to run into somebody doing that.
Yeah.
So, there's 160,000 people or something like there.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, oh yeah, I saw so and so. But it was kind of cool to actually see something that you saw reported on the news. Yeah, I saw Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
I was say with Honor Among Thieves, are bringing back that popcorn bucket.
Right.
Yeah. The D20 popcorn bucket.
All right.
A cool thing that happened for me was got this signed by Frank Tadaro.
You want to say what it is in case someone's listening?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 Diamond is Unbreakable. Got it signed by Frank Tadaro, who is the dubbed voice of Tamami Kobayashi. His stand is The Lock. Yeah. Alright, what was cool was he like lit up when he saw it. He was like, yeah!
I'm very excited about it.
And he said, you made my day. So he really liked doing that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also a fan of the anime. It reminded me of when I finally got Tom Waltz to sign my copy of Silent Hill Downpour. It was a signing for Last Ronin, and I had my copies of Downpour and Story with me because I wanted him to sign those because he wrote them. And when I showed them to him in line, he was like, bring them here. So we were able to geek out about Silent Hill for a minute.
Or he would think of the movies.
Yeah.
All right. And it was also kind of, we have over the years actually met people.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to go back to see the people that used to, that were tabling around where we were last year. So I was able to actually wanted to support some local or some people that we had met, including
Boheme.
for Dope Cat.
There's Boheme like Bohemian.
Okay, Boheme. For Dope Cat Comics, bought the first edition, and of course he signed it.
Yeah.
But so I have to read that still. And we had.
I'll just say our backlog grew 3 sizes that day.
I had Scott Lost on our show, former professional wrestler turned to comic book creator, and this was one of his first issues. I also bought an anthology that his group does.
For those who are listening,
Accidental Alien.
those who are wondering, it's Wanderers of Melisande.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to try that? So yeah, that's so. Got that. And it's nice to run Derek Ariaga, who always there. He's an exhibitor.
Yeah.
And we looked for Don Lynn, but he wasn't there.
No.
Yeah. Where were you, Don? Came by.
I guess just coincidentally, he was not there. When
he did have a table in Artist Alley.
Yeah. A similar reason for like supporting people we've met.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've got Mystery Babylon Volume 1, which is Val Hochberg's comic. And she signed it and did a funny drawing. We've liked her artwork. Like, I actually, part of my trying to get Dungeon Crawler Carl stuff, I managed to get her one of Mongo and Princess Donut.
Right.
And before we gotten her something she did for the anniversary of Robin Hood.
Disney Robin.
Yes. So I had been on and off curious about actually reading this, so I decided to actually read it.
Yeah. You see people, and everybody has a book.
Yeah.
And you want to support them. You want to be nice, and you want to, also kind of know what the fuss is about sometimes.
Also, she teaches comics, so.
Where's she teach?
I forget which school it is, but she teaches comics.
Okay.
So, what does she do with her comics?
Yeah, well, that's cool. I also bought Goon Trade. I've not read Goon before.
Yeah.
So I thought I should actually know what the fuss is about, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's a very popular series.
Yes.
And I know we got other stuff, but I also...
you see a full wrap-up on the stuff we got in the haul video on our YouTube channel, Power Squared Comics.
Which just came out?
Yeah.
All right. I also... several years ago, I was walking by a booth and they had this really cool, it was a dirigible that was a USB drive.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. And they're there every year, of course, and so I finally bought into what it's about. So This is the first of several books they've done.
I just, because of Homestar Runner, reading it as The Adventures of the 19XDX.
Right. Anyway, so...
that web series has irreversibly altered our vocabulary.
I'm aware. All right. Anything else you guys want to share?
Well, just a small sampling of other books.
We got a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I was continuing my run of the Adventure Zone. I have not heard the original podcast, but I've been reading the graphic novels and I've been enjoying them. This is book 4. I was going to try to finish the series on Sunday, but they ran out of volumes 5 and 6. So I also
Bought volume 7.
yeah, I at
anyway.
least also bought volume 7, so I would already have that for when I finally read 5 and 6. Because Brett Bean is working on a dungeon crawler graphic novel called The Crocodile, which I missed the crowdfunding campaign for that because of when I got into the series,
Right.
but I'm gonna get the retail version. Decided I might as well check out Dork because it was only $10.
So
That's the sticker price.
it's kind of like how I missed my chance to see Daft Punk live because I got into them like right after Alive 2007.
Yeah, and well, you saw them in Fortnite. That's the
Like-
closest.
That's
a lot
just
of
like
people
seeing
will
him
get.
live, yeah.
Well, it's the closest a lot of people were ever gonna get.
Yeah.
And something that caught our attention was at Oni, they were selling a comic for The Summoning, which was a cartoon pilot that actually, I want to say that was getting picked up for series, but some stuff behind the scenes prevented it from getting too far.
Some corporate BS.
Yeah, basically. So it's a comic. So you're like, how did this turn out? So there's
A
that.
lot of reading too.
Yeah, and yeah, there are other books we got. I wasn't gonna,
Yeah,
because I have the haul video for that, but
we'll link to it.
yeah, our backlog got a lot bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And we also invited some people.
yeah.
so
We
need
went
to-
around, and I don't think we should name names.
No, because we don't want to promise anything.
yeah, but we did ask some really big names, and they seemed to say yes, they would be on the show. Now
Yeah,
we're figuring half of them will ghost us, but
we'll see.
we'll see. You never know.
Yeah.
We could get some really big people,
We managed to get Daniel Reardon.
and others.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we also met some kind of through a panel. I met this woman that does Rizzo printing.
Riso printing.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
Probably,
However they should. However they said
I
it.
always pronounce it wrong.
They said it.
Very bright
Yeah.
colors, and so that was kind of a neat little find. You wouldn't expect. I mean, I didn't even know what that was until now. so.
Right.
And I could have brought that book out, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Anything else we wanted to show off while we're at it?
Yeah, a couple of cool things I got. It's like for literally years I've been wanting a David Peterson original. So this year I finally got one. It's on a sketch cover for Mouse Guard 20th anniversary re-release of the first issue.
Yes, I remember asking them to stop putting things out because you want everything he does. And he said he wouldn't. But he's got to make a living.
Peterson's gotta eat too.
Yes.
Anyway, I was drawing of a mouse head.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
An original piece of.
Yes. A really cool thing was
At Hasbro.
yes. Go into more detail on this in the haul video, but from Hasbro I got a Optimus Prime and Jazz cereal box set.
Which was based on a canceled breakfast product.
Yes.
So these are sold.
Yeah.
And how did we get that?
We got this through persistence.
Yes. Also by the time we were able to get this, was like they were down to the slightly damaged product, meaning there's like a couple creases. But that saved us like a few dollars.
Yeah, it's sort of like you
Yeah.
buy a box to sort of at the store. It's not necessarily perfect.
Yeah,
Uh,
I thought it was good for them to lower the price on.
yeah, it
those.
was kind of one of those situations where they want you can't stand there. They want you to keep walking, and they'll open the line. And as soon as you start walking, they open the line to the people that were standing there,
Yeah,
which is sort of so. Anyway,
I still think Hasbro should go behind the portal again.
but I did manage to
Get in.
force my way without pushing anybody, get into the line.
Right.
On was it Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all blur. Actually, passed out. I'm joking.
So on Saturday with some items like that, or the Transformers Gem and the Holograms crossover, they were already down to their final stock because for the weekend because was selling too fast.
Right.
Yeah, selling faster than they anticipated. For those watching who weren't able to get that, they did say August 11th it will go on sale online.
I do want to mention that one of the things that happened at the con was that we were able to actually meet a former colorist of ours,
Yes.
Nina Gaillard, sorry.
Yeah.
And she was up for a Eisner Award for coloring.
Yes.
So it was really nice to one, to meet her, and then to know that she's actually gone on to better things. So it was really cool. We had never. We'd only spoken like a couple of times, maybe a handful of times
Yeah.
on this sort of podcast, but we'd actually had never met since she lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to meet her, and she was nominated. She did not win, but really proud of her for achievement.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool to see her get that far in her career.
Yeah, it's a big step.
Yeah.
I think it's it's sort of like the Academy Awards for San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also means something to us because we were her first.
For her first gig out of college,
Yes.
so we launched her career. A little to remind, and she put up a very nice Instagram post afterwards. So that was very nice of her.
Yeah.
Say nice things about. She didn't mention Power Squared, but she did mention we
Yeah.
gave her first job.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure we mentioned that. That was a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. Anything else I want to talk about? I'll just say the crowd situation was interesting because there was like, the usual choke points, but at the same time, sometimes it felt like there weren't as many people on the floor.
Seems like it seemed like a lot of it was actually concentrated in the outside stuff.
Yeah, there's probably more outside like activations and stuff pulling people away from
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah, and it did seem like it wasn't quite as crowded, though it's always crowded. It's sort of like, instead of 10 people in your way, there's only 9, but it did seem like it was a little
This
more
year,
open.
this year was like Schrodinger's crowd.
And it also, I think some of that has to do with the economy and tariffs and all that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah.
going to impact how much you can spend on things.
I also don't know how much the big Dungeon Crawler Carl presence ended up pulling people in certain directions.
It was a lot of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah, and I gave up on most of it.
Yeah, I mean, he was in what, 8 or it seemed like
He was in a lot of panels.
and his books were, and stuff related to his books were pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. The crowd situation is like, I thought about that during the cons, like, there aren't as many people in this area.
Yeah.
Or this feels a little easier to navigate, actually.
The choke point in Artist Alley, of course, is Patrick's.
Yeah, Patrick Ballesteros,
Yeah,
who we've had on the show.
Yes. Always a line. Always a line.
Yeah.
and you could sort of. I did see him out in the wild
Yeah.
the first night, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's behind the. He's a glimpse of greatness.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one that has a line, but he has the longest one.
No. Yeah. There was actually a couple things I kind of wanted to get from him, but then I saw the line. I was like, nah. Like, with Comic-Con, a question I started asking myself one year was, how much, we have limited time on this Earth. Do I want to spend this amount of time here, or could I use that time somewhere else?
Yeah, and
Yes.
part of the reason, it's called LineCon for a reason.
Yeah.
But we also, there's this thing called the Portal,
Yeah.
and exclusives, and all of us went in, and we got one,
Yeah.
which Trevor got.
Yes. For Brian Lee O'Malley.
Right.
Signed our copy of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
Yeah, it's dark on dark, so hopefully if you're watching you can see it in that corner there.
Yeah.
But Scott Pilgrim Takes Off is in our backlog, and for me, so is the video game Scott Pilgrim EX.
Yeah, but that was we all went into the exclusive portal, and
Yeah.
4 of us every night, 12 points, blah blah. And one of us got something, so it shows you it is not that easy.
Yeah.
But we all got in when Ozzy was there. We all got out.
Yeah. I feel like they gave it Aussie to everyone.
It
As
seemed
like
it.
we talked about this during the Aussie year, but it seemed like they overbooked it because they didn't expect everyone to actually show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like how they overbook flights all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was every year. The last year was the year he died.
Yeah.
Because we were going in, hey, we're gonna table, and of course Ozzy Osbourne's
Yeah.
dad was sort of a big news. And then this
Even
year,
the Beatles channel was talking.
yes, we heard it on the Beatles channel.
Yeah.
And then this year, of course, it was the anniversary of it, so it was Ozzy
Ozzy Day.
on Boneyard.
Yeah.
So Ozzy's sort of a little part of Comic-Con last year.
Now he is. See, something else. I'm working on editing of the vlog for this, realizing I don't have to get as fancy with the editing as I did last year.
Okay.
But in any case, something I brought up in there that I could still bring up here is I noticed some AI usage
Yeah.
during the con. Like, when we were walking through small press, I saw this one booth. I do not remember the name. Yeah. I don't remember the name, but their artwork looked blatantly AI generated to me because of all the AI stuff I've ended up seeing. 99% of the time when I see AI art, it's against my will. Yeah. Look, based on the AI stuff I have seen in the past, it looked blatantly AI. And then UCC, I don't think they're the only booth that did this, but I noticed them for sure. They looked like they AI generated the posters. 'Cause I know they also were having their own signing with Matt Dinneman, and they, in the portal, they used this AI generated poster to hype Matt Dinneman, which like rubbed me the wrong way.
I would think it would rub Denman the wrong way too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe if he was aware of it.
Yeah.
Considering Dinneman has an anti-AI stance.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I did actually manage to see a panel with Dinneman in it on Sunday, and he actually said, as a tip for writers, don't use AI.
right.
Then we like going to sweet things to kind of cap off the con with a Dole Whip, because then you don't have to go to Disneyland for it. Because
Yeah.
the Dole shipments are like right there, so
Yeah,
they can
on the port. Yeah.
Yeah. So they can have Dole Whip. And what disappointed me was seeing them use an AI generated poster outside to hype this like vaguely Mortal Kombat themed
Flavor.
flavors, and it's like you didn't have to use AI for this. Hire a graphic artist.
Yes.
Or hire or have someone on staff who can do graphic art for you.
I noticed they even put those AI generated graphics on a stick.
Or even just photograph two things of.
You use the actual images of the food. That's good enough.
Right.
This.
But anyway, so I go in there. I don't want them to banish us from.
Yeah.
I do want to say we all look really good in our 70th anniversary T-shirts. San Marino Community College's 70th year. And these are actually available on our website should you decide to indulge.
Yeah.
It's the usual rubbish, but it won't cost much.
Anything else?
I think that's about it.
So Comic-Con, are you hoping? There was some freedom for not having to do a booth, but it'll free up time and money, in a sense.
Yeah.
But would you still want? We'd still want a table there.
Yes.
If we table there again, we've carried over some lessons from the first time we tabled there.
Yes. And we learned lessons from other creators who we see draw crowds.
Yeah. I know for sure I'm not comfortable doing the like carnival barker style thing. Other
You don't
people
have to
do.
necessarily do that,
Yeah.
but you have to be like present and standing up and trying to get people to come over.
And make your table eye-catching
Right.
in some way.
Well, again, that was the most even though we did not make back the money for the table, which I don't know if anybody does. Probably people do. But it was the most successful, and you kind of felt like there was momentum building, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The tip about making your booth like your display like vertical. I noticed there was this one booth. I think it was in Small Press. They had a banner. It was so vertical you could actually see it from outside the.
They have a limitation on how tall you can be. I remember last year
The driver people.
they made them take down some stuff from the very top.
Yeah.
And when we talked to Mythos Comics, who was our neighbor then, and
Yeah.
still there, they had the same problem with the person that took over our spot was sort
Yeah.
of blocking their. So you have to sort of hopefully generate your own traffic, I guess, in some ways,
Yeah.
because people don't necessarily see you on first glance.
Yeah.
Lesson learned, but I do feel. I mean, I do feel like we would do better each time, but we just have to get the chance.
Yeah.
The opportunity.
Yeah. So I guess that wraps up our Comic-Con experience.
Right.
If you are watching us on YouTube later and you like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment below if you have any thoughts on Comic-Con 2026.
Yeah, we'd love to know. All right, so until next time, I'm David Hankins,
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
and you've been on the air with Power Squared.